Get your official Doxby Films merchandise only at doxbyfilms.etsy.com. doxbyfilms.etsy.com. Shop now and support what we do. Or join us on Patreon to get early access, uncensored content, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, and more. Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. You can also send us a tip with a message, and we'll read it out loud and respond to it on the Doxbywood podcast. Tip us at buymeacoffee.com/DoxbyFilms or on Cash App at DoxbyFilms1.
Days of the Dead at the Airbnb getting head. It was a blast. Welcome to the Doxbywood podcast. I did get head in the Airbnb. I'm sorry. This is how I announced it to you. I didn't wake anyone up at least.
Well, Days of the Dead. It was a great time. Sold more merchandise, met more people, saw more cool stuff, and we have another announcement to make as far as our next mystery merch box drawing. We have we're going to draw the winner here.
As last time, we're drawing the winner from My Cowboy Hat. We have all the tickets inside. They've been shuffled and shaken, and we're gonna reach in, and we are going to reveal one lucky winner. They're all stuck together. Our lucky winner is 762062 Tom W.
Tom W.
762062 Tom W. That
Tom
rhymes
W.
as well.
Tom W., you are the winner. So just get a hold of us. Email us at info@doxbyfilms.com. Again, that is info@doxbyfilms.com. Send us a picture of the winning ticket along with your full name and mailing address, and we will send you a big mystery merch box. You'll get all kinds of merchandise from us.
Now I got to get all these fucking tickets out of my hat and put my hat on.
I got to take all these tickets out of my swag and put my swag on.
Put my swag on. Yeah, I don't know why I did that like it's a Gregorian chant.
You did that like the rap voice I was talking about earlier that I hate.
I think that is the very... Rest in peace, one fine speech therapist.
Yeah. Inside joke. But why do all rappers sound like that now?
I don't know. It's one of those things that like I think every like genre has scenes, right?
Yeah.
And in each one of those scenes, there's like a different like vocal accent that isn't real or like a real inflection. It's learned and used like in specifics with that genre.
Yeah.
Because like think about it with like emo music. You had like, you know, different scenes of emo music and each one of them sounded different. Because like we all remember like that second wave shit where everybody's like, fucking, oh, they fucking broke my heart. My parents don't fucking love me. Like that was like a big, that inflection. That's not a real accent, and not all those bands are from the same place. So
yeah,
and then like
emo music now has the inflection of like a slight hood voice inflection. I don't know.
I don't. Then like in country music, I mean, there's always like that crowd of like modern day like wannabe outlaw country guys that all sing like this with forced rasp and a southern accent that's not quite from anywhere at all. Like Gavin Adcock, that guy's fucking lame. Gavin Adcock, if you're listening, I'll beat your ass.
The fake accents are a lot of what turns me away from a lot of country music.
Well, like,
I mean, like I like Joe Diffie, and Joe Diffie had his actual accent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean,
and there are others. I mean,
there's a lot of people though that like singing wise, they sing in an accent that they do or don't have, and it doesn't sound forced.
Yeah.
You gotta walk the. While we're talking about country music, shout out the Wrinkle Neck Mules. I've been listening to them since I dropped out of high school. That's like one of my favorite country bands of all fucking time. And like I don't reckon they tour anymore, and I don't reckon that I'll ever get a chance to see them live or have any merch from them. If you guys are listening, send me some merch, dude. I'll wear it everywhere.
Yeah, we'll wear it in. Well, he will wear it. You can send me some too if you want. I don't care. But whoever you send it to, we'll wear it in our cabin air filter promo photos.
Oh yeah,
Promo
for
photos.
sure. I mean, like in all seriousness, I think that like when the wheels touch down and all the waters run dry, heavens high, those 3 songs are like some of the best, like most beautifully written alternative like country shit ever. Things bang, dude. But then like rap, you got like the weird mumble rapper whine, and then you got like like the West Side Gun fucking drumless beat kind of fucking inflections.
Yeah.
Every like crowd of rap, I think that like somebody starts a genre, like a subgenre of something, and then everybody just kind of wants to sound like them, and then it becomes like its own dialectic system. I feel like the same thing happened with like Stoner Doom. Everybody tries to sound like fucking Electric Wizard,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is kind of stressful. Legalize drugs and murder.
Bro, sounds like he's on lithium.
Bruh probably is on lithium.
I was talking about you.
Yeah, well, I was trying to sound like the guy from Electric Wizard.
That is Electric Wizard undisputably on lithium.
What is that? What's that fucking shitty band that only the most insufferable person listens to? And like Electric, not Electric Wizard. God damn it, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And it's like Captain Beefheart for guys that really like IPAs. It's so fucking ass.
I don't even know what that is.
The other day I was in Taco Bell. It's not the other day. It's been fucking ages, but that doesn't sound good on fucking mic. But fucking ages ago I was at Taco Bell and they were playing Rattlesnake. And I genuinely like contemplated throwing my fucking beefy potato griller at someone. Because that song literally all he says is rattlesnake, rattlesnake, rattlesnake the whole fucking time. I'm sitting there like I don't know if I want to eat this fucking burrito or fucking whatever chemicals they've got under the fucking sink. Take me out of this hellhole. Have you been in Taco Bell lately? Like,
not since the last time we went with Kelton and Elizabeth.
yeah. For some fucking reason, our Taco Bell just plays like indie sleaze shit. It's like indie sleaze and like really weird fucking covers of songs and fucking apparently Rattlesnake. But like
I think Taco Bell should serve Rattlesnake.
It took me back to like
Rattlesnake tacos.
Being a teenager and getting into like indie sleaze. Dude, I'm in here having my fucking Crunchwrap Supreme with some MGMT on. Hell yeah.
So, Days of the Dead happened.
Mm-hmm. It did happen. We were there.
3 days.
There was a live owl.
There was a live owl.
Directly next to us.
Shout out to, what's that owl's name?
Theo.
Shout out to Theo the Owl.
Nah. Fucking Days of the Dead was nuts because, like...
He followed us on Instagram.
Nice. Days of the Dead was...
I didn't know owls could use Instagram.
Days of the Dead was fucking nuts because they put us promoting our indie film directly across from another group of people promoting their indie film.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't have the worst location in terms of where our booth was. It definitely wasn't near as good as what we had at Comic-Con. Directly across from Cal Dodd, across from
directly catty corner from Rob Weedoff.
Yeah.
And it was
Well, we did
definitely
well, all things considered.
yeah, and we like honestly, there were people at the convention that we never even seen because we were at the Marriott, and the convention was split up across different rooms.
Yeah.
I forget their names now. I apologize for that. Shout out the indie filmmakers from back in the day that were making indie films 20 fucking years ago that were selling miscellaneous junk that gave me a free beer. 2 free beers. Shout the fuck out to you guys.
Shout out to Kako Fuji, who I'm upset I didn't get to meet while I was there. You saw her.
I did, yeah. Her her I assume it was her interpreter that was with her. They were both very mesmerized by the sheer size of me.
I don't know if it was that or that you were just running around naked.
Yeah, dude, I was naked for sure. That was the day I was the most clothed that I saw them. But yeah, I was running around naked for sure. More surprisingly than anything about Days of the Dead is like while balancing this convention and being in the world's weirdest Airbnb. I know last time we talked about how weird the Airbnb was. This was weirder. Shout out Elizabeth, who put us in the foyer of another man's home where his grandchildren kept like rattling the creepy door that separated our 2-bedroom foyer from the owner's rest of the home. I was sleeping on a couch. It was pretty hard, pretty fun. Once my old lady came, I was having to lay on the couch in the fetal position and sleep on her like the side of her ass, which I like. I have a permanent imprint from her hip bone in the side of my head now. But we were on Wish TV. Speaking of, the whole time we were on Wish TV, I had to fight the urge to look dead into the fucking camera and go, "Free Palestine." I had to fight that urge the whole fucking time because, like, I've always said that if I went on the news, I would be one of those guys that's all like, I do not want to harm myself. I'm a fantastic swimmer. I'm in perfect health. If I die, you know what happened. I've always wanted to do that, but the whole time I'm there, I'm just all like, "Say free Palestine, say free Palestine." I'm all like,
Yeah, I wanted to look into the camera and say, I think Coolsville sucks.
I should have said free New Palestine, which we drive through on the way there. Get Israel out of New Palestine, Indiana. They've got no place there. The West Bank of New Palestine. It's just a fucking FCN on the corner. Shout out that lady that was flirting with you.
She was not flirting with me.
Dude, she leaned against the table and looked at you and was all like, "If you ever need a screamer." Fucking, that's flirting. I don't even know how to
flirting.
I don't even know how to determine flirting. I'm terrible at it. I'm not good at doing it. I don't know when it's happening to me, except for at Days of the Dead when a whole fucking gaggle of people were calling me attractive. And that lovely gay man kept telling me to pull my shirt back up. But which made me feel great because my physique, I've been losing weight, but I'm still not good enough to be pulling my shirt up for people. But nobody leans over and goes, "If you ever need a screamer." They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about, man?"
We had to share one bathroom at the Airbnb, which wouldn't be a big deal, except it was in Kelton and Elizabeth's bedroom.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a big deal if it wasn't in somebody's bedroom and there were 6 of us there.
Well, there was also
5 of us. It was 6.
there was also, but no, the bathroom also had a door that like connected it to the owner's part of the house too. So
Yeah.
it was kind of like he could just walk in. I mean, it was like curtained off and like locked, like he wasn't going to walk in, but like just the possibility that he could is like,
Yeah, it's very uneasy. It's one of those things that like feels like you're in the start of a horror movie for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But The bathroom was also just laid out really which, like, that seems to be a common thing, like, everywhere. The bathrooms are never quite right.
Yeah.
I didn't end up showering while we were there because the shower there, I don't think I could have showered in.
Why?
Like, the stall was just, like, I don't think I could have, like, moved around enough.
No, it was really small. Like I could barely move around in it.
Yeah, and I'm 3 times your size, so fucking.
No, I took one shower while we were there.
I was like, well, luckily we're not having to fucking hike through a convention center and a parking garage, so I wasn't like profusely sweating. So I wasn't stinky at least.
Yeah, I had more energy on day 3 than I did on day 1. Because like day 1, we drove straight there and did it, and I worked the day before. So
Yeah, we also
no, I didn't. I didn't work the day before. I forgot.
we also packed up early every night, which we weren't allowed to do at Comic-Con. At Comic-Con, they told us we were contractually obligated to be there to a certain time. They did not do that at Days of the Dead.
Yeah.
Days of the Dead, we also like networked a lot more. We got like 50 billion business cards.
There were a lot more, I mean, film and business people and that type of thing there at Days of the Dead, which is to be expected versus Comic Con. But here's another thing. Why was there so much AI bullshit at Days of the Dead? That's one thing. Comic Con said no AI. We won't allow you to sell AI or promote AI, yada yada. But why is it that everything, like every other booth that we saw
It was
at
AI
Days of the Dead,
slop.
yeah, it was AI slop.
It was awful. I also left all those cool stickers that I bought at the Airbnb, which I'm still pissed off about. They would look great on my truck. But yeah, no, there was a lot of fucking AI slop. And a lot of people that I think were offended by us being like, fuck AI. Also, another horrifying thing on that side of Indy, did you notice how many fucking flock cameras there were?
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about it and pointing them out.
It was like a stupid number of flock cameras. And then another fucked up thing doesn't have anything to do with AI, but while I'm thinking about it before I forget, there was also like what sounded like a total like war zone gunfight while we were waiting for our pizza delivery.
That was fireworks, bro.
Mm. So you say?
Yeah, it went on for like 20 minutes. If it was a gunfight, we would have heard sirens and everything. If it was a gunfight, you would have been there, joined in.
Yeah, that's true.
Hell yeah, brother! Just jumps off the fucking roof.
Yeah, running with my 357 down the street. Packed a different 357 that time. Past 2 conventions were I had a single action 357, and then I had my stub nose 357. And at the next one, if there is a next one, you can expect me to bring the 1911 I just bought. Let it be said that let it be said about Days of the Dead. I keep rhyming today. Fucking unlike Comic-Con, the celebrities were very approachable, which made all of them seem like they were in a fucking bad mood because they've had people that didn't give them any money talking to them all day.
Yeah.
There's one guy, I forget his name, ginormous black guy. He was in one of those of the Dead
Land
movies.
of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like sitting there and everybody was talking to him, and he looked like he wanted to fucking start throwing shit. He did not look happy.
I ran into him in the bathroom, and he's like, "Hey, you work here?" I'm like, "No, man, I'm just a vendor." He's like, "Oh, all right." He goes into the
That's
stall.
who asked you?
Yeah.
Oh, you talked about that at the convention. I just thought it was a random dude. You didn't tell me it was a fucking okay.
No, it was him.
Should have complimented the shoes. We met another Me and Brandon Townsend, for full disclosure, have like a very funny thing with like things being like an odd fluid trail of nonsense, including like now we know two filmmakers named Paul Allen. Got to see the dudes from Horror Pop again. Well, the dude Robin, shout out Robin, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, it was good to see him there.
I ran and picked him up about 1.5 feet off the ground. That was fun. That's my favorite thing as a giant man, is to just like pick up dudes.
Yeah, unsuspecting.
It's like the only thing
You're
I have
just standing there, then suddenly you're standing nowhere.
I've taken flight. Yeah, dude, I pull up to the function giving grown men uppies. They don't know what I'm on.
Vigo's basically just Peter Pan's shadow. You meet him, you start flying.
Days of the Dead, it was pretty cool. A lot of oddities people. They were real nice. A lot of jewelry people that were real nice. Shout out Judas and them.
Yeah, shout out Judas. One of my favorite apostles.
Shout out the Book of Enoch.
Shout out the Gospel of Judas. But not actually, because it's non-canonical.
Shout out Maccabees. I love how every time we do a
shout out mac and cheese.
Yeah, dude. I love how every time we have a podcast, it somehow gets more and more religious as time goes on.
Do Catholics consider the Book of Enoch canon?
Dude, that's also dependent. I don't think I actually know the Vatican's opinion on the Book of Enoch. If you want my honesty, I know Catholics that do. I know Catholics that don't. But I don't actually know like the Vatican's ruling. I guess I'll hold on. Let me call the Pope. Like, you got to think I like lost my faith for a long time, so haven't been keeping up on the latest canonical rulings of Rome or anything. Yeah. Speaking of AI slop and Days of the Dead, what's up with all this? Like, have you noticed all these religious billboards that are like AI slop?
Yeah.
That shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
You should not be allowed to make an AI Jesus. My mom's got an AI Jesus air freshener in her car, and I'm like, good God, it's sad because it's how I know my mom's getting old. When your parents have like AI slop in their fucking car and they're,
yeah, boomers are so impressed by AI that it's crazy. It's like that. We were just talking about that podcast, that Theo Vaughn podcast with Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, he just like pulls out a computer and starts doing fucking sono and making music.
And he's like, "Oh, look at this."
Yeah. Can't spell the dude abides without AI, I guess. But I hate AI. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of it being in creative and religious spaces. Shit is so fucking ass. There was a topic I was going to bring up on this specific podcast, and I forget what it is. Oh, no, I remember. Brandon, you're a director. If I remember correct. You're also an erector. You make people erect.
That's the topic?
No. I just got like confused because I lost 2 followers on Instagram. So just trying to see who they are so I can have beef with them later. Nobody important, it seems. Rip. Anyway, you're a director. A lot of directors are known for having like a signature shot Like Kubrick has the Kubrick stare.
Yeah.
One guy has people looking out windows and shit. And Christopher Nolan has that rear facing, like the behind the back shot, and fucking Tarantino has the trunk shot. What would you say is as a director, what do you think that from what you've directed your signature shot is?
I guess a fucking stray cat.
Okay, because that's what I agree. I was gonna say that's like I hope one day we get like big enough to where I see one of those Instagram posts, which like director's signature shots, Brandon Townsend, a stray cat.
Yeah, there. I mean, we do a lot of like POV driving shots too, but I don't really consider that signature because a lot of people do that. David Lynch it's like one of his signature things to do like POV from the front of the car on a road at night.
Yeah. Brandon Townsend's signature shot, Vigo on screen.
Did Smokestack have a stray cat in it, or did
Yes.
just the promo?
Nope. Smokestack has a stray cat.
Okay, so I used that in the
when
Enigma
is talking, and it's showing like the alley. It's
the black and white part.
No. In the beginning, when it like introduces Hesterville in the shots of the alley.
Yeah, but that's black and white. It's black and white until it shows Smokestack.
Nah, it's one of those parts. But yeah, no, because I pointed it out when we were all watching it. There's a stray cat in two of our projects.
Smokestack and Zipper Mouth.
Smoke Mouth and Zipper Stack.
Which by default also means the analog horror. The analog horror. The analog horror archive.
The analog horror. That's in the Bible.
That's the next movie we make.
Digital.
What did you just say?
Jesus sat down with the analog horror and made her digital. Fucking no, dude. I'm just talking at this point.
I'm just sitting here, man. We still haven't watched that film we got.
Yeah, we need to.
From the people across from us.
Yeah. Which they were pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they were helpful.
Yeah. I sold one of their guys a can of Coke that we had autographed. And I was like, if you buy this can of Coke, you get a free pen. It's $3, which is the price of a pen. And he kept going back and forth. He's like, I'm not thirsty. I'm like, you're over there making sales pitches. You're going to get thirsty. I was like, what, do you want to be in the middle of talking to somebody? Would you rather choke on your words or take a sip of Coke from this refreshing Coke signed by us? And we just kept going back and forth. And he's like, you've got a good sales pitch on you. I'll buy it. He's like, you're pretty good at this sales thing. And I'm all like, it's almost like I do this all fucking day. I sell cars. Dodge Ram trucks, baby. Speaking of Ram trucks, my Universal joint went out.
Did it?
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's cool.
Fun.
Yeah, because I was driving, going 30 miles an hour. My truck, I was like, oh my god.
I just got my license renewed and
had my. You're going to say revoked?
No. No, I just had my license renewed today and had to take a picture for my driver's license for the first time since I was 18. So I finally don't look like Justin Bieber in my driver's license photo. Serial killer Justin Bieber.
Speaking of, I found my old IDs while I stayed at my mom's house. She was gone, and I had to stay there with my teenage sisters, and I had my daughter out there. It was a good time, but while we were out there going through some stuff, I found my old IDs from like the past. Like, I don't have it from like my first one when I was 18 or anything, but fucking in my ID pictures, you could really just watch the light leave a man's eyes.
Yeah.
It's so fucking depressing. Like, fucking, that guy right there, he's okay, This is like a great like PSA for like 5 years in a miserable toxic relationship with a bitch who won't let you dress how you want does. I mean, the bitch threw my Stetson in a lake.
And his hat.
She was like, I don't want you to dress like that because I don't think that cowboy fashion is attractive and other girls think you're attractive and I'm going to control you and accuse you of shit and then cheat on you for a guy who owes you money. But anyway, you go from like, this was like right when the relationship started. I'm young, I'm thin, marginally attractive, got a nice jawline on him, fucking light in his eyes. That's a guy that's just now like clocking in. Fucking zoom ahead a few years. That right there is a guy who's on the verge of being dead inside. There's anger and sadness behind those eyes. Hair is gone. Fucking weight's put on. And then you zoom ahead and Jesus Christ, that's a guy with dead eyes.
Between the first and the second photo, you look like you've been to jail at least once.
And then you go down to this fucking jaunt, and that's just a man that's dead inside. More weight on. Fucking hairline further back. Fucking thinning like a bitch. Eyes totally dead.
Shout out to the Indiana BNV.
I just was there the other day getting my truck legal, even though I've had it since March. Finally,
I was just there today.
Finally got it plated. And the reason it took so long is they told me it was going to be a stupid amount of money, but turns out it wasn't. And I finally get my truck legal, and I'm like driving it and feeling okay. And then the U joint goes out, and I'm like, oh, great.
What are some things we've watched recently? I've gotten into the life and times of Norbit. Yeah. I've gotten into the life and times and Royal Crackers, both on HBO Max, both animated, both decent.
Dude, I don't know. Me and my old lady just kind of like have sex while watching like throwback cartoons at this point.
Norbit.
No, we do not have sex while watching Norbit. I wouldn't be able to come.
That's the only appropriate thing to do while watching Norbit.
Is come
No, have sex.
and not come.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like gooning, but intercourse.
Oh God, intergooning. We are intragooning to Norbit. Intergooning to Norbit. We are watching an Orbit, a big fat black lady played by a not a fat black man. We are intergooning to the Orbit, yes. Me and my wife, we start having a sex and we do not because we're watching an Orbit. This accent is like 7 different accents in one. It's like Italian and fucking Swedish and something else.
If you've ever had sex while watching Norbit, let us know.
You may be entitled to significant financial compensation. Is where I thought that was going. If you were a loved one has ever while watching Norbit, you may be entitled to significant financial compensation. Call 1-800-US-LAW.
1-800 Eddie Murphy.
If you or a loved one has had sex with Eddie Murphy, you may be.
That's Bill Cosby.
If you or a loved one has had sex with Eddie Murphy and was diagnosed with mesothelioma, what the fuck that's supposed to mean?
You get mesothelioma from having sex with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. He's got asbestos jizz.
He spent too much time in that haunted mansion.
You know what the first thing I want to do with this new 1911 is? I think I want to replace this hammer with a metal alloy that matches the trigger. I think that'd be kind of tight to have the silver trigger and a silver hammer on.
That would be dope.
Gun. Yeah. Also, like my old lady gave me the green light to get a 1911, and I didn't even have to pay for it. I did some trading at the gun store for it, and I'm going to get some Sweetheart grips, clear grips with a picture of your old lady behind them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I can with this one because it has the this chop in the back for shooter comfort. So I may just end up having to buy one in the future for the Sweetheart grips, and then just have this one for you know.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Whatever.
Sometimes
Whatever that noise was.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes with like the gibberish that we just say and just somehow understand each other, I feel like we have a Han Solo Chewbacca relationship where we kind of switch who's who. So I've been growing my beard out.
So he's Chewbacca right now.
Yeah. I've been growing my beard out, and for full disclosure, because I feel comfortable to talk about this at this point, because she's comfortably like doing her thing now, so she's not going to be sitting here listening to the podcast and start shit. But I spent years of my life with a person who was like very controlling of how I dressed, act, and lived. And all I've ever wanted in life was like a family. So I'm like, well, it's been this long. I might as well just do it. I'm just now getting into a place where I'm comfortable being myself for the first time in 5 years. Because, I'm able to do what I fucking want to do, and live how I want to live, and dress how I want to dress. But, she was always like really weird about how I kept my beard. And I like to keep a mustache, except for I watched the video of us at Comic-Con and my double chin's ridiculous. So my current old lady, she's big into dudes with beards. So I was looking at old pictures of my granddad, and he always kept like a full beard, like to the face. And so I'm growing my beard back out. And like, man to man, what are you thinking of the beard? You think it looks good, or I look like shit?
No, it looks good.
Hell yeah.
It's thick and full.
Yeah.
If I try to do that, I get patchy.
I don't know, dude. When you grow your shit out, like your goatee, like when you grew your mustache really thick a while back, I was like, Jesus Christ, that guy can.
Yeah, my mustache and goatee, but like on my cheeks and like jawline, it just gets patchy.
Right.
So I don't grow that out.
And I know my beard can grow long because like I've grown it like down to here, but I've always like had to keep the sides low because she was like, So like now I'm wondering like just how long I can just fucking grow this fucking thing and keep it like tight where it's at. By winter time, I'm gonna look fucking insane. I think
Look like Barry Burton.
because this shit right here, this is only like when did we go to Comic-Con? June 17th.
Something like it was like June 7th. It was like the first week of June.
Was it? I couldn't remember. I had shaved down to a mustache at the 3rd of June. And that was the last time I shaved. So this is not quite 2 months of beard growth. So like by the time the fucking winter rolls around, this thing's gonna be fucking Herculean.
That's a story you need to tell. What that person said about our fan casting.
Oh yeah. I was talking to somebody at Days of the Dead, and they were wearing a Crowbar shirt. I was like, me and my buddy who got that booth over there, which they never came to, we make sludge metal. And they like looked our band up while I was talking to them, and they're all like, "Oh my god, you guys look like fan castings for a couple of characters." And I was all like, "What characters?" She was all like, characters from my favorite game. I'm like, "What characters?" And she was all like, "It looks like a fan cast of Leon Kennedy and Barry Burton." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Can you imagine?
Yeah, you look like Romanian Leon S. Kennedy with your Vlad Tepes mustache and
And you're just Russo-Polish Barry Burton.
Yeah, I'm Barry Burton straight out of the fucking gulag with his face tattoos, dude.
Barely Burton.
I like my men like Barry Burton, and my bitch is barely legal.
Is that what you sound like as Barry Burton?
No.
Jill,
It's-
you almost became a Jill sandwich.
Fucking
Just sling blade, berry blade.
44 Magnum. Enough to kill just about anything, yeah. After all, Jill, you are the master of unlocking. Fucking biscuits and mustard. French fried potato. Did you know that's Jim Jarmusch?
Who?
When Billy Bob Thornton goes to get French fried potatoes, the guy working the window with like the stupid fry cook hat is
Oh,
Jim.
is it?
That's Jim Jarmusch. Yeah.
No. I thought you were
Yeah.
trying to tell me Billy Bob Thornton was Jim Jarmusch.
Billy Bob Thornton was Jim Jarmusch, and I turn into Sling Blade when I'm off too many of them Bolga tabs. Have we ever talked about that on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Bolga tabs.
No. Yeah, so
Give him the rundown on that, big boss.
I gotta even think of the rundown. It was supposed to be, we made up a fictional medication for a film that we were working on. The medication was called Verazone, right? So I designed the label and I ordered it, and I ordered extras just in case, we fucked up something, like putting it on the medicine bottle or something. And I don't know what the hell I was on.
Well, hold
I
on.
was off them Bolga tabs or something.
Because another thing to be known is we had, there's this conspiracy in the lore of our cinematic universe that Bulgaria isn't real. And so we had a shirt that says Bulgaria is real, not to be confused with Israel, but fucking so
Bulgaria, Israel.
we can only imagine that's where that comes from. But the label had already been put on the bottle. Like we did not notice it when we looked at the label. We had put it on the bottle before it even noticed that it said fucking Bolga tabs.
Yeah, it was supposed to say Verazone, and I don't know why I decided to type Bolga tabs instead of Verazone. Didn't realize it, ordered it, put it on the medicine label, and Vigo's looking at the labels, and he's like, Bolga tabs? I thought it was supposed to be Verazone. Like, what the f*** are you talking about? So I look at it.
Fucking Bolga tabs.
I still don't know how or why I did that.
Oh, dude. Sometimes when you don't know why or how you did something is when it becomes the best. Consider Fever Drive.
Yeah. But I was going to say, because we talked about you as Barry Burton, what the fuck about me as Leon? Like, we need to do an edit of just me in Resident Evil 2. Not me as Leon, just me.
You in that jacket?
No.
Oh.
What jacket? The drive jacket?
No, the jacket you're wearing in the Orozco pictures with like the fur collar.
No, my suit.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I'm at the. Imagine me, but I'm wearing the drive jacket that you gave me, and I'm at the Raccoon City Police Department.
So, fun fact about that drive jacket: I bought it years ago. Fucking years ago. I had it forever before I gave it to you.
Yeah.
And I was like 17 or 18. I wore that jacket, and I was wearing it with the brown cowboy hat I wore in Smokestack. So I had the drive jacket, fucking this like crispy ass, like orangey brown t-shirt, some fucking sick ass Wrangler Ranchers cowboy boots, and I'm like, this is tough with the drive jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to a function, and a lady comes over to me and was like, hey, you shouldn't wear that. And I was like, what? She was all like, why are you in here being letting everybody know you're gang affiliated? I was like, what? She was all like, you're intimidating everyone here because you're gang affiliated and you're wearing your gang uniform. I was at Frisch's in Richmond in a drive jacket. What gang am I part of? The fucking Tunnel Snakes? Fucking, what are you talking about? I'm gang affiliated. And then I wore it the other day. I'm talking as if I'm back in that time. Holy fuck.
I was
Cut
like, what do you
that.
mean you wore it the
Yeah,
other
dude.
day?
I'm too sober because I was.
You broke into my apartment,
Yeah,
just took it, and put it
yeah,
back.
dude. Yeah. No, but like I was talking as if I'm like actively in that time period. I'm having a fucking stroke. No, but
It's okay. We've already decided you're geriatric.
yeah, that day, dude, I feel like fucking the clone Joe Biden right now.
Clone Biden.
No, but that day, like a few like days prior to that event, I had somebody ask me if I got it in a bowling league.
I had someone tell me it looked like some shit from Cobra Kai.
Dude, the difference in me and you is if somebody had said that to me, I would have gave him the fucking elevator treatment.
Give him the old scanners treatment.
Yeah, dude. Just stare at him till their fucking head explodes.
Dude, I wish I could do that. I wish I was the tire from Rubber. Imagine fan casting me as the tire from Rubber and you as Hobo with a shotgun.
Yeah, that'd be fucking snazzy.
I don't know if I could do all that rolling though.
You're a director. All you do is roll.
All I do is roll. All I do is roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll your boat. Roll, roll,
That's
roll
just
your
how I'm
boat.
gonna start dressing whenever we go.
Yeah.
Just dress like Barry Burton. Fingerless gloves. The world's poorliest fitting fucking pants and a red flak jacket.
Poorliest. The
Dude,
world's poorliest fitting pants.
I haven't drank in days and it's starting to fucking weigh on my cognitive ability.
How are you
Holy
gonna say weigh on my cock?
fuck.
I have the opposite of whiskey dick.
Dude, I have the opposite. I'm hard all the fucking time, dude. All ladies got to sit around and remark at the fact that I just be hard.
When Vigo podcasts, he is fully erect, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking when we podcast, the only time I'm not.
Hey, oh. We just lost a few followers.
Yeah, all people that followed from Days of the Dead too.
What a ripoff! Vigo's flashing when he records podcasts.
I want my hour back. People are turning off their Patreon subscriptions.
There was a video I saw the other day of some dude who called the cops because he paid a stripper $300 for a private dance, thinking that he was going to get laid, and he didn't, so he called the cops. And they took him in for misuse of 911.
Dude, can I be like so fucking for real? I'll never understand people who get fucking prostitutes and shit because like I have never in my life, and I'm not an attractive man, despite what people will tell you at Days of the Dead. I am not an attractive man. Fucking, I've never had a hard time getting laid. Never in my life I had a hard time getting laid. Why do you need to pay for it? And why pay that much? Because like I think the most I ever paid is like I've taken a person out to dinner.
Yeah, I would just feel bad about myself if I paid for sex.
That's also a lie because I don't think I've ever taken anyone out for dinner until after I've been in a relationship with them.
Like, I would just feel, and no offense to anyone listening, if you've hired a prostitute, or if you are a prostitute, if you're a sex worker or whatever, that I would just feel so pathetic if I paid somebody for sex.
Oh yeah, for sure. My thing is like, if you're a prostitute, hell yeah. You know, if I was like buff, my dick was a little bit bigger, and I was bisexual, or if I was a woman, I'd be in sex work all day. I don't know if I'd be a prostitute, but I'd definitely at least be a cam girl.
You know, I say that, but like, let's say, like, I was hanging out with a chick and like she was cool, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm a prostitute," and like she started like coming on to me, right? Yeah, I could probably be tempted into it if it were like a one-on-one thing. However, I'm not going to go out of my way and try to
Yeah.
find a prostitute to hire. You know what I mean?
I think it really just depends on
That's
the. I think it depends on the price. At that
and then
point.
I'd be like, wow, I feel pathetic because I just paid for sex.
Like if the night that I met my old lady and went back to her place, if she was like $300, I'd be like, no. If she was like $20, I'd be like, okay.
$20.
I don't have.
$20 is shockingly low.
I don't have $300.
$20 is like,
You know what's shockingly lower than $20? Fucking free. Shout out my old lady. Fucking hell. Jesus God. I'll see you all in divorce court. When she's all like, yeah, I can't do this. I listened to that podcast where you said you wouldn't have paid $300 to sleep with me. Sweetie, you gotta understand I don't have $300.
if y'all end up in divorce court, please play this podcast.
Yeah. God. Fucking, I don't have $300, sweetie. I have to trade things at the gun store. That sounds
Trading ammo for sex.
Now that I'd do that. If she was all like,
would you be receiving the ammo or the sex?
Both, hopefully. I'd do either one. If she was all like, I'll suck your dick for fucking 500 fucking rounds of shotgun shells or some shit. Yeah, that makes sense to me because I stockpile ammo. I've got ammo for guns that I like don't even have. Like a lot of the guns I inherited from my grandpa when he passed are still in the gun safe. My mom's never opened them, and I have boxes of ammo for them. So I'd be like, yeah, I'll give you fucking 80 rounds of 270 Winchester for some top. I could see that. Or if a chick was all like, make me come and I'll fucking buy you ammo, that would fuck up because then I'd marry her. Because I'll get in there and fucking, I'll turn it into a water bed.
Bust some bullets up in there.
I turn that fucking bed into a water. I turn the bed to a water bed from the
They ain't
outside.
shooting no blanks.
Like a water bed's usually a mattress with water on the inside. I'm making a mattress with water all over the top of it, dude. I'm like fucking. If she's not aggregating the ceiling, irrigating, not aggregating. Once again, I'm sober, dude. This is weighing on me heavy.
Aggregating.
If she's not irrigating the ceiling, I haven't done my job. And if I'm going to do that, then yeah, buy me some ammo. If somebody was all like, make me aggregate the ceiling and I will sequester you ammunition. I'd be like,
if anyone walked up to me and said, make me aggregate this ceiling, I'm going to be like, do you need to go to the damn hospital?
Yeah, at that point, would you think that they're having the stroke or you are?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Usually, like, the first thing, whenever someone says something to me that makes no fucking sense, the first thing I think of is, okay, am I dreaming? No. Am I having a stroke? Probably not. Okay. Let's find out what the fuck this person's talking about. You're telling me you want to aggregate the ceiling. Okay, I know a few aggregators. Maybe I can ask for some advice for you.
Yeah, I don't want my film aggregated to Tubi. I want it aggregated to the ceiling.
No, I want my ceiling on Tubi. Oh, wait a minute. Skinamarink already exists.
Woo!
I think it is on Tubi, isn't it?
Probably. I don't think it deserves to be there or anywhere else. Fucking, I still think it's funny that the harpist chick on YouTube, fucking Emily Hopkins, fucking, because people said she looked like the porn star goth egg. Now just has like a running like fucking friendship with said porn star. That shit catches me off guard.
Same, bro.
Locked in, no alcohol, bed by 10 p.m., saving money. Sounds like a pussy. I genuinely just really fucking... I really just want some fucking beer. Dude, imagine if like there was a drink or like a pill you could take and you speak and it gives you the ability to fluently speak another language, but you don't get to choose which one.
Oh, I'd be addicted to it. Can you imagine? That'd be the wackiest fucking thing.
Yeah, it's like those fucking things from fucking Bioshock, but it's fucking just useless.
Like, I'd get blackout drunk, set up my tripod and camera, and just sit there and talk to the camera about what the fuck ever and learn how to speak that language.
Fucking like, that's the thing. Like, you drink this thing, and then you're fluent in a language, but you don't get to pick which one.
Until you sober up, right?
No, it's not an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, okay. I thought
It's
you were
like a
saying...
potion.
Okay.
No.
Well, yeah.
Like, you drink it, and then you gain the ability to speak a random language, but you just don't know what language you're going to get. Like, you don't get to pick a flavor, and you get to know what language you're getting.
What if you forget the other language that you already speak?
Whoa. But, like, could you imagine you, like, pay for this potion and you speak, like, French? That'd fucking suck.
I thought you were saying, like, an alcoholic beverage that you drink it, and the more you drink it, the more fluid you get.
You ingest.
Yeah.
That's how drinking works.
The more ceiling you aggregate.
No, I mean, like, it's like a potion. And when you drink it, you can now suddenly speak a new language fluently forever.
See, I like the alcoholic idea better.
So do I.
Because that sounds hilarious.
That's why my liver hurts. Because I like that alcoholic idea.
Because I just get blackout drunk and set up a camera and start talking in a foreign language and listen back to it whenever I'm sober. And I'd use that as a way to learn other languages.
If you could bring back a like dead genre of music, what would you bring back?
I don't know. Are any dead genres really worth bringing back?
That's what I was asking.
What the fuck is that?
I'm listening to this New Yorker guy that randomly pulls out guns he's owning, and he pulled out the IWI Jericho, which was like Spike Spiegel's gun and Cowboy Bebop. I had one, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
He used to pack that shit, but he just pulls out the fucking the Spike Spiegel special. Fucking.
What about like actual country music that's not trap music inspired?
I love that.
What?
I love country music that isn't ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we need to bring back.
It still exists, though.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess everything technically still exists in some circles. I don't know, dude. As long as nobody brings back fucking like swancore or crabcore.
Swancore.
I'll pull up a litigious definition for you.
I know crabcore. Because I used to wear skinny jeans.
Swancore, the microgenre of progressive post-hardcore named after Will Swan, the lead guitarist of Dance Gavin Dance. It combines technical math rock guitar tapping, funk grooves, and jazz fusion with soaring, clean vocals and harsh screams.
So basically just Dance Gavin Dance.
Yeah. Fucking...
Yeah, I don't like Dance Gavin Dance.
You know what? I wish there were more bands like Bill Murray that combine metalcore with country music.
You remember...
I feel like I'm the target demographic for Bill Murray.
You remember the Bunny the Bear?
Yeah.
I just like randomly remembered them the other day, and I was like, man, that existed. They might still exist for all I know.
I feel like I'm the target demographic for Bill Murray. It's combining like metalcore and country music. They're all like, who is this for? They just like manifested an image of me on the wall.
Yeah, dude, I love Ghostbusters.
I love busting.
I love busting ghosts.
I love busty women.
Dude, ghosts can't be real because I would have f***ed one by now.
You got one by one. You called me to tell me about it.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. It was like a something about Mary moment, but it was like I was just walking through my hallway, and all of a sudden I got like
Ectogismed.
yeah on my ear. It was like ghost jizz or something.
This 1911 magazine is made in Italy. Huh. Made in Italy. What is it with like every gun manufacturer that's like a foreign gun manufacturer moving to Georgia? Like the state. Glock's there. I believe Heckler and Koch's there. Thesis is there.
So was that made in Italy or Georgia?
The magazine was made in Italy. I'll tell you that. This
I haven't read a magazine in a long time.
Buford, Georgia.
Georgia.
George, you're scaring the hose. It's my favorite quote from Seinfeld. Call me George Costanza the way I'm scaring the hose.
Is that what Seinfeld sounds like?
I'm Jerry Seinfeld. I'm a pedophile. Kramer, you have to watch this. George is sitting here while I'm having sex with a 17-year-old girl. I'm Jerry Seinfeld.
What's up with that?
That's how Donald Trump sounds.
We're gonna make America great again. Well, I'm gonna figure out a way to edit all this together, I guess. But I think we should wrap it up here.
All right, we're wrapping it up. Something I don't do because I'm allergic to latex. Days of the Dead was fantastic. Appreciate seeing all of your faces at the booth going, we love it. In the meantime,
also thank you again to everybody who came by and touched the screen to feel the electric static.
Thank you to everybody who touched the screen and came.
Yeah.
Tom
W, email us info@doxbyfilms.com. Send us your a picture of the winning ticket, your full name, and mailing address. That way we can send you a bunch of our merchandise.
If you did win, keep an eye out on your grandpa, because when he finds out you have the winning ticket, he's going to suddenly stop being ill.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
you're invited to the Doxbywood Chocolate Factory.
Jesus Christ. Putting the anal in Analog or Archive. But in the meantime, follow us on Patreon for exclusive content, uncensored content. Check out our website and our Etsy store, etsy.com/DoxbyFilms. Check out our
DoxbyFilms.etsy.com.
Check out our music, Cabin Air Filter and Orozco on everywhere that you stream music. Tip us on Buy Me a Coffee so we can say the unhinged shit that you want us to and not just the shit we normally say. Cash App as well at Doxby Films 1. In the meantime, buy a gun and free Palestine. Also free New Palestine. I feel like they need it.
Free Vigo.
Free Vigo, baby, from the Mossad agents. They're on my balls.
All right. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Be nice.
A very special thank you to our Tier 3 Patreon supporters, Cody Hilsky, Brayton Walker, Allyson Revalee, and Prince Paradox. And just a friendly reminder to everybody that we do have a Patreon. So if you'd like to support us that way, that's a good way to do it. Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. Again, that is Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. Go there now, get exclusive benefits, and support our work. Thank you.